Okay. Go ahead and go, Mike.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so we will call the meeting to order, November 6th meeting for 8:30. It's a special session, work session with Becky Chapin, Human Resources, regarding our engineer's position. Becky?
Good morning. So we are here today to discuss a possible contract offer to our engineer candidate. I have been in contact with him and have shared the terms of our engineer's contract. He has requested salary and benefits, which is what we are here to talk about today. We have previously held a 2-year contract. As my understanding, we are in the position to offer the same for this new position. So the terms of the contract would be 2 years from the agreed hire date. Our candidate is requesting an initial salary for the full term of the 2-year contract of $105,000 for each year. So it would be obviously prorated this year through June 30th. On July 1st, it would remain at $105,000. He is requesting a week's vacation after he has been with us for 90 days and an additional 2 weeks of vacation after 6 months. And he is requesting that if the board were to terminate the contract, that we provide for 6 months salary opposed to the 1 month salary that we have provided for in the engineer contract in the past. He additionally is wanting to discuss potential reimbursement for moving expenses. So those are the main things that we're going to discuss today.
Well, I guess I personally don't have any problems with the 105,000. I have a little bit of a problem with severance pay, that amount.
Yeah.
And I also have a bit of a problem with accelerating the vacation. I mean,
Right.
that would be setting a new precedent as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
And we had discussed a week after his.
Yeah, we had discussed a week at the 90 days and then another 2 weeks after a year, which would be 3 weeks within the first year, which is reasonable, I feel like.
My thoughts are, I think we stick to our guns as far as the vacation goes.
Can't hear you, Mike. I can't.
Can't hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but not very well.
Very.
I turned my microphone on.
Try it again. Lisa turned her mic up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Can't see you, but we can hear you.
Well, I don't know. I can see myself. I can see Lisa.
I can see you now. Now you're gone.
I don't know what's happening. Well, as far as the vacation goes, I think we stay to our original plan with the vacation offer. Severance pay sounds a little long for that. I would say maybe 3 months would be the norm. I don't know. I also think we want to require him to live in Jackson County. I see a scenario where if he moves out of county, then all of a sudden you got to sign a year lease or something. Yeah, I don't know.
I agree. I think you should live in Jackson County. I think we can talk to our realtors and people that have property and see if we can at least find him a rental in Jackson County before. If he chooses to purchase something later, that's great. But I think that he needs to reside. I don't want him living in Dubuque County.
Agreed.
So that would be an immediate requirement, or would there be a period of time that would allow him to live elsewhere until he finds a place here?
Well, the whole thing is, if he's going to move his stuff here,
Right.
and he's going to put it in a temporary location, then he's going to have another moving fee to move into something else. I just think he should live in Jackson County from the start.
I agree. If you can hear me, I agree with that, because I just see it being a bad scenario. Once you move, if you're in a different county, you're kind of stuck there for a certain amount of time. As far as the moving expenses, I did get a hold of a local gentleman that does that, moves people across the country, and he estimated between 5,000 and 6,000, depending on loading time. I don't know if we would just set a set amount to allow him for moving expenses.
I feel like that's probably the best route to go.
I
don't know from
agree.
Where he's coming from, he's getting different quotes, but we don't know what that all includes. I
Would
think we're
this-
gonna offer,
Would this mover be willing to go down there and get it and then bring it back?
Yes.
I would tell him that.
and he may be looking more of having somebody come into the home, pack it up, move it here, unbox it, where this would be a direct, you get your stuff, we load it and bring it here. So I think the 5,000 is very reasonable, just to set a flat amount opposed to negotiating back and forth on what the actual expense is gonna be. If he wants to go a different route and have somebody come in and pack up his whole house, he would be responsible for the difference.
I'm okay with that.
Mike, how do you feel about the 5,000?
I'm okay with 5,000. Yes.
So that
And-
leaves us, oh, go ahead.
Okay, one at a time here. Can we agree on the vacation?
I would offer the 1 week after the 90 days and the 2 weeks after the 1 year.
I am agreeable to that.
I can live with that.
Sounds good.
And the severance, 90 days,
3 months severance.
agreed.
I think that's
Yeah,
reasonable.
90 days.
Yeah.
So at the end
Is
of
there
the contract,
Why?
What, was there any other negotiations that were requested there,
I
Becky?
got a question. After the 2-year contract, if we do not want him, I mean, if we don't want to renew his contract, and we owe him for 3 months? Or is this?
Unless we give him 3 months notice. So the terms would stay the same. If we give him 3 months notice, we would either pay him the 3 months or dismiss him and give him the severance of the 3 months. And that was 1 month under the prior contract. So that was everything he was wanting to negotiate. The rest of the terms of the contract have remained the same as they have been provided as far as the bond amount and the amount that we would reimburse for his professional license. He has begun, he has received the paperwork to transfer his license to Iowa, so I don't see that being an issue.
No.
I will correspond with him if these terms are acceptable to him. I would anticipate coming back in on Tuesday to have the board approve the contract, at which time I would send out the background check information and all of that going.
Okay.
And I will discuss with him a tentative start date as well. I know he does have to give notice, but he was willing to work remotely if that was acceptable to the board, since the budget process is going to be starting before he can physically be here. So
Right.
I'll discuss that with him today.
Becky?
Yep.
So I guess also, I don't know how soon he will decide, but again, we'd like to have the opportunity to work with local property owners and such to help him find a place if we know what he's looking for, you know?
Sure.
So certainly,
I was thinking that, maybe we have a lot of people that go east or west or south for
Mhm,
winter.
mhm,
If nothing else, maybe we could get somebody to rent their
mhm.
house or their condo or whatever temporarily, and we might have to pay for some storage of stuff in the meantime, but I would think there would be a way to find them someplace to live.
I would think there would definitely be something here, even temporary for him, if it's not his ideal location to live for the next 2 years. There seems to be.
For those.
Yeah, I certainly think there are many options available for that. We just need to.
I don't know.
Boy, Mike, do you know of a good realtor that could help us out? Wow.
Oh, there's a good office in town. Yeah, I know that.
That might be a bit of a-
Oh, I know that. Oh, I know. It is a conflict.
I know they've been doing some research, but I will definitely offer some names and realtor offices. So we can.
Are there any other terms that we need to discuss?
So if he zooms in for the budget session,
Yeah.
is that his start date then?
I would anticipate setting an official start date for him and determining what the expectation is during the transition of him physically. If you want him to work with the staff.
Well,
to adjust the budget
I think he needs to be here first.
I agree.
before he begins working.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that might,
I like that better too.
I think if he wants to zoom in when they're discussing the budgeting process, that's fine,
okay,
but he won't officially be.
so start date.
So are we potentially looking like January 1 as an example? I mean, honestly, we could make the secondary roads budget the last thing that we have to work on.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think,
He's willing to work on it.
yeah,
we can-
yeah.
we could definitely
By
do
that time, we'll have it pretty much set. He just needs to look at it.
Yeah.
And really jumping right into it, how would you?
He's not going to know
No.
what projects we need to do.
If Mike and Todd can work on it and they can
Yeah.
readily explain what the figures they've come up with.
Right.
Don't see it as gonna be-
Right, I would agree.
I mean, if there's any major.
I would think
changes,
it would
we
be
do a
more-
budget amendment.
I would think it would be more confusing to him than,
Sure,
than helpful.
Mhm.
sure. Yeah, it was more of him just being able to go through the process with the staff and actually put the numbers to the projects. But that's something they can work through with him. Mike and Stacy.
But if he comes January 1st, he'll be here when it's presented to us and we go through it with him. So,
Mhm.
Yeah, they were
Right.
willing to maybe try to work before the holidays. He just wasn't sure.
Oh, okay.
With the notice he had to give them. So,
Sure.
And,
We could certainly work them things out as far as that goes. Let's see if we can get him here first.
Amen. Amen.
Any other discussion on this?
I don't think your sound system was up at the beginning, but when Larry and I both congratulated you on your victory.
No, I didn't hear that. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. We look forward to continuing to work with you.
That's a key word, work with.
Amen.
Yes, amen.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I will say this, we are a team and we'll work together with it. And I think it's been working well. We always, again, we can disagree once in a while. That doesn't hurt a thing. So I appreciate everybody, what they're doing and their work they've done. And I hope we can continue that anyway.
Amen.
Any other terms that we need to discuss, Becky?
Nope.
I move-
Okay.
Second,
Then a second to adjourn. Any further discussion? Becky, just keep me posted if you would, and then I can pass information on if so needed.
Yep, I will do that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Have a great day.
You too, Mike. Stay safe.